Hey guys, I just recorded this a couple days ago, but I just put it up, so now I'm gonna record some more, because I like this game. And the music. Wish I could show you the, yeah, this game loads everything ahead of time as far as I can tell. I'm kinda wishing I could just, like, record the load screen, because they have some pretty freaking sweet music there. Of course, this music's pretty nice, too. I like the atmosphere of this room with this, just like the rocking chair going, the fire. Man, this cabin is freaking amazing. Anyway, we are on day 10 of the month, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Day 6 of the game. We've got a ways to go yet, and it only gets harder. Is that the hardest day, or is that? You tell me. Man, I like this music a lot. It loads most things ahead of time. I think this stuff is just cutscenes. Yes, and I think I read this last time. Mysteries and Fury. Did we see this cutscene before? We must have. Yes, we watched the firewall tutorial. And the river froze over. Tonight the Maikans are out. There's a Maikan. There's a Maikan. 2 Maikans. Also a single wolf. That could be useful in this level, gotta tell ya. But I think I'm gonna go with trapping. Cause I don't think a regular trap's going to kill a grand wolf. Path are you taking? You're going that way. So I'm gonna put that there just to be a pain in your butt. And, firewall. I want to undo that. Gotta be careful with how I set this up, because I don't want to waste any time at all. Now, why are you going off to the side? There we go. Now he's going to try to go that way. Now he's going to try to go that way. Now he's going to try to go that way, but again, his plot is foiled. So he has to go all the way around. And I'll put a trap there just as a last line of defense in case I haven't killed this guy by that point. Actually, let's put 3 there, just in case. And I don't want to have to chase you all over creation. There you go. Now you gotta go down around near the cabin. It's tough to fight these guys when you haven't gotten the skills you need. I did get lumberjacking at one point, didn't I? Okay. I am a lumberjack. You can see by my shirt and my axe. I hope that's enough. Now let's go check out Vale. Look in the general store. Fur vest would be useful, but at the same time, I mean, there are better things I could spend my money on. Let's get this. I'm gonna need that. We're just gonna stick with what we got. Hopefully, what I've done will pan out. He's gotta go the long way around. And he's got to work his way through 3 traps, which will hold him for like 30 seconds. You I'm going to drop a rock trap on, and you are just going to get plain old trapped. Hopefully it'll kill you. Oh, let's see if Joss is up to the challenge. Blood Moon.
There's a blood moon tonight. I go to meet the ancients.
Can I go with you?
No, I would rather go alone.
Will you be back before dawn?
Perhaps. The Maikans are unpredictable.
Before you go, can you tell me what this blood moon means?
It's a bad omen. The invisible beast will soon come to test us.
The beast that Maniwepiquan, Josephine's mother, spoke of before leaving us? The one that will destroy our tribe?
I'm not sure yet. Maniwapkwang could have been wrong. I will have to search further.
A hat like that's got to be uncomfortable with the teeth digging into your head, your forehead. The wolf hat. Okay, there we go.
I'll chop you in two, you mongrels!
The Maikans are restless. So far, they're not a big deal, but they will be later. Very big deal. Either way. We can meet this guy head on. Thank you, Caribou. It makes my axe glitter. Yeah! Another level.
We punish whiteskins who profane sacred land.
If you don't get out of my way fast, I'll profane you a hatchet in the head. How do you like that for an answer?
I bring warning, that is all. Red hair, leave, or be sorry. You have 3 moons.
He's not kidding.
The guardians of the forest, the Maikans, are restless. They believe that the son and the daughter of Maniwapikwan are responsible for the presence of evil in these lands.
What are we going to do?
Those white men disgust me. We don't need them to protect the village from their prophecy.
With all the respect I owe Mishtameshishu, maybe we don't need the 2 brothers, but we certainly need their sister Josephine. If she has even a fraction of the power her mother had, she'll be a valuable assistance to us.
There's no indication she inherited gifts from Maniwapikwan. Those whites are already lost anyway.
Go and bring them to me.
Grand Werewolf. Not all souls are equal. The more sins a man commits without absolution from a priest, the more corrupt his soul gets. So when they go werewolf, these souls have a tendency to create the most vicious, most massive beasts with supernatural powers. Yeah, they're kind of a pain in the butt. But hey, those chompy traps that I laid on the bridge are still there.
You haven't seen my little girl Adele around here, have you?
No, Theo. Nothing but wolves.
We organized a search in the village. My dogs picked up a scent on your land, and since I don't really know this part of the forest...
No. Don't need them.
Anyway, with the wolves prowling around, I wouldn't bet much on the girl's chances.
Wolves? I've been mayor for almost 12 years now, and I can assure you that there haven't been wolves in the woods around here for a long time. Go search to the west. We're too far from the village. The girl couldn't have come this far. The dogs must have made a mistake.
If these guys are willing to help us...
If I tell you we don't need these 2, it's 'cause we don't need them. I'm the one who makes the decisions in the village. If you don't like it, you can run in the next election.
Okay, Mr. Mayor. Don't get your shorts in a knot. Sorry to bother you, fellas.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
I think the mayor doesn't really care much for us.
Nobody likes us, Josie. Everybody's afraid of us.
That mayor is a character.
Wind.
Oh boy, they're adding this mechanic
Always
in.
keep the wind's direction in mind when you're planning out your strategies. Enemies not only detect you by the noise you make, they can also track your scent. Your scent carried by the wind is shown as a cone on your minimap. Enemies that smell you will start to track you. Enemies will not stop tracking you as long as they can smell you.
This mechanic gets interesting. And there's Mr. Grand Werewolf. They can enrage a pack of wolves or werewolves, which is really bad, but he's on his lonesome, so he won't be that terrible. But he is very tough with 60 hit points. Twice as strong as a regular werewolf. I don't really want those spike traps to all get used up, so I'm going to do this. I could probably get rid of that sheep. They were going to run across that anyway, but just to be sure, I will put the sheep there anyway. And you three are going this way. We'll put the sheep there, and we'll put a net over it. You're going that way. You really chose a bad spot to come out of the woods, fella. Let's see, if these three are going there... So at least 3 of the wolves are going to get killed here, and then the last one will get hit by the trap if it isn't killed by the spikes. I love that line Joss used. I'll profane you an axe in the head. There you go. Now, also the river froze over here too. He's gonna come right by here, and I'll already be here because I'll be out shooting that. On wave 2, it's just that guy. He's going that way. But just in case I have to make a trip, I'm gonna put a trap there. That'll hold him for a little bit. Don't think I'll need it, but you never know. And now I'm just gonna chop wood. Chop, 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 chop. Well, I know when I hit this level, I'm going to have to immediately go for firewall. That's very important. Let's go for... It's either marksmanship or second wind. Let's go for second wind. That's actually pretty darn useful, since I'm actually spending a lot of time chopping things. Anything new show up in town? Like a better gun? No, but wolves did. Sprint 25% longer. That's actually really useful. I'll take them. I'll leave the vest alone, though.